It's the CalebDMTG Gathering Show.
Is there a red-green shell? I was thinking, red-green could be cool, because then you have Land War Elves to play Birgi on turn 2. We could play a bunch of the 0-drops, and the, what's that 3-mana artifact that goes and gets the 7-mana artifact? Oh, that's cool, Seuss. Yeah, Gate, that's the one. And he goes and gets God Pharaoh's Gift. And the cool thing about this shell is we get to play a bunch of 0s. And Gingerbread just fucking sacks to itself. It's kind of sweet. Do we want Conjurant? Conjurant's worse than the Pinger, right? Don't forget the Companion. What Companion? Oh gosh, we can't now. We're probably gonna be adding some other stuff. I don't know if we want like Fauna Shaman or whatever. Probably not, but maybe. Right, I was just saying that I thought Chamber Sentry is probably better. The Pinger is what I was calling it, because I never remember a card name. And we probably want some number of the sack land. Burning Tree. I should just start every list with quad Burning Tree. Just put like fucking 50 in here. Twitch chat only wants one thing and it's fucking disgusting. Do we think Burning Tree is good? The reason these 0s are good is because you can play them out with Gate to the Afterlife and they give you free loots. You can play them out the turn that you tap out for Birgi and it gives you mana that turn to start doing stuff with Birgi that turn. Burning Tree doesn't do either of those things. I think it's just bad in every deck ever. Maybe I should just fucking ban the word. And then we can have people trying to evade the ban filter and ask why that word's banned all day. Or I could just go to bed. Kind of like the start to the shell. We'll see how this plays out. You vote option 2 for my sanity. At least someone's with me. Oh man. Are there any other like really good loot effects that we have in these colors? I played a red-green, or I'm sorry, I played a black-red version of this deck that I kind of liked. Flaming Wood Messenger. I love it. Bontus. That's an idea. A little clunky, though. We get a flip land, right? God, the mana bases in Historic got so much better with the flip lands. The flip edition. Right now we're only playing green for Llanowar Elves. Llanowar Elves is almost worth it. Yeah, Fauna Shaman's an idea. I don't hate it. The idea of having to, like, untap with it is kind of brutal. It's kind of rough. But maybe we just try it, huh? Maybe we just test it out. Random spells like Fonta Shaman. Cultivate doesn't work very well, and you're playing a deck that wants a critical mass of creatures. So you don't want to be playing Cultivate. Shaman certainly fits the theme. Almost makes me want to have, like, more utility critters. Like a one-of Disenchant critter in the main. Like, put, like, a single Rex Sage in here, or... Or a single Ooze to tutor for. I like that. Ooze is a reasonable enough card. I feel like Rex Sage doesn't hit enough decks, is the issue with that one. The Explore creatures, that's an idea. That's an idea. I feel like I've played those fairly recently. What's the name of the sack land again? Sack your creature, get 2 black mana. Brontodon since it sacks, yeah. Rex Sage is better to get back with Gift. But you're right, Brontodon going to the graveyard is maybe better. Brontodon's just like a better body too. All these aggro decks. I guess I am playing best of one, but... Yeah, Tower, that's the one. Thank you. I feel like this deck could almost play Lotus Cobra and sack lands. And just have that, just like more bodies and then some more explosive ramp. Do we want a Bone Crusher to tutor for? That's an interesting idea. Bone Crusher is a solid card. Cut another Conjurant. Rootbound Crag. Yeah, my issue with Rootbound Crag is if we draw a handful of like Rootbound Crag, Pathway, Phyrexian Tower. We could maybe play like 1 or 2. I think the mana looks good though, just with those 8. You like Masked Vandal? I don't know if I like it exiling creatures from my graveyard. The 6/6 for 3. Yeah. The issue is Gate to the Afterlife needs creatures in your graveyard, so anything that's actively exiling your graveyard is rough. Goose? Goose is not a crazy idea. Usually I'm pretty against playing Goose, but this deck gets so much value in turn 2 in Birgi or Gate to the Afterlife that maybe it's worthwhile. I'm starting to run out of slots, but maybe you play Goose over Skirk Prospector. What about it, Trisket? Test it. Obviously I'm not gonna drop this deck that I just built without playing any games to try your idea that I couldn't make work in Standard. You think we'd rather have Rex Sage over Brontodon? I think Brontodon's body is going to be more relevant. Oops, I didn't mean to cut a forest. Yeah. Let's try a game with this real quick. Oh, I wanted to play one Bone Crusher Giant. Stitches Supplier, that requires adding another color is the only issue. The only issue with Stitches Supplier. That's possibly correct, right? If we do the, if we did add black, then we could play the demon. Right, the 3/3 that cares about sacking things. Then you play Goose, and then you have this, like, nice sack sub-theme. Maybe elevates the power level of the deck. The demon's just, like, good against goblins and stuff, too. I'm gonna try a game with this real quick, and then we might look at a Jund Shell. Walking Ballista, not in the format, no. Very in on this Gate to the Afterlife. For sure, Tony Backwoods. These are the kind words. The idea is that if we untap with Llanowar Elves here, we can just cast the Siege Gang Commander, and that probably takes over a mono red player stuck on 2 lands. We'll see. Turn the graveyard. We need like 6, right? Note that this only loots from non-token creature dying, so we don't get to untap with the Siege Gang. Ooh, yeah. So currently we have 3 in the graveyard. We've been Fauna Shaman, that's 4 cards. And then Prospector can bid and be 5. I'm thinking about activating the gate this turn. If we find a creature off this loot. Maybe I should have had Siege Gang kill my own Llanowar Elves. I didn't have to play this. Whatever. Rest in peace. You realize you can run answers to artifacts and enchantments, right? You don't. If there's a hoser for your deck, you don't have to just lose to it. You can play like a Rex Sage or whatever. Whatever the fuck. You don't just have to scoop. I mean, you can, if that's what you want to do. I'm not stopping you. It's very much the, well, it dies to Doomblade argument against playing archetypes in decks. It's kind of trash. I feel for the opponent. After having just lost a whole lot of games, trying to make mono red birds work. I definitely empathize. You're confused what Birgi does? Creates a lot of mana, is the idea. We also have our mana base structured to have 3 mana on turn 2, for like the turn 2 gate to the afterlife. And Birgi can do something similar, where we just have this like explosive thing come down on turn 2. Ideally, we'll get a game where we get to play it and see if it does anything. Because obviously I haven't tested this deck, you know, we just like brewed it live on stream. So rather than like say, why isn't this like obviously the best thing that anyone's ever thought of ever? Why don't we give it a shot, huh? That's one of the issues with brewing streams. Even a lot of people that like supposedly like brewing streams don't actually like them, don't actually want me to like sit here and like try out a bunch of different variants on one idea to see if any of them stick. They just want me to try like their own nonsense ideas. But you can't even really please those people, because if you're trying out their nonsense idea, then like somebody else in chat would be like, well, why aren't you trying my thing? So the only real way to do that is to take like donations for viewer submitted decks and stuff, but that's not really how my stream is set up. Any thoughts about Omen Keel? That name's familiar. Give me a sec. Not in his store. I think that's like one of the more overrated cards in the set, actually. Like a lot of folks were talking about it being one of the best cards. And it might be. But I don't like the delay on it. I don't like that you have to like wait a turn before you get your draw engine rolling, and then it doesn't even necessarily work, right? Because you're not getting immediate value. It is sweet with fetch lands. It is sweet with fetch lands, and it is sweet with sweepers, but it's not like Historic has a ton of those. Hey, thanks, Empathy. So it's possible we're cracking this gate to the afterlife this turn, thanks to Birgi mana. We'll see. We'll see how our draws go.
Oh shit, what up?
This deck can handle drawing extra Birgis really well too. It's kind of cool. Just loot it away. Just don't care. Hey, Mini Mark, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 22 months. Or you might just go like turn 2 Birgi, and then turn 3 like pitch one of your zeros as a Lotus Petal and play like the flip side of another copy. How are we doing? Oh, we need to draw one more creature. We We need to draw one more creature to crack gate this turn. We can do it, I believe. I believe. Hey, Mini Mark, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 22 months. Yeah, everyone's got their different approaches, Captain Maple Syrup. But the run and short of it is that if you're trying to like build a deck, if you're trying to like mess around and get an archetype working, there's going to be a lot of failures. And if you're brewing a lot of decks, you just get used to it. Ooh. Ooh. Because it's really rewarding when you're like, your 1 in 10 hits. So this is a turn 3 Hasty Dracuzeth, is that what this is? That one's fine. Is this living the dream? Yeah, basically. The opponent, like, playing out some mountains and not killing our Llanowar Elves. If they had killed the Llanowar Elves, then our draw would have been a lot rougher, right? We would have just been, like, playing a 2-2 on turn 2, and... Did we even loot away any lands? I think we just never would have hit a third land if they had killed the Llanowar Elves. Anyway. The 4/4 Dracuzeth. Yeah, I mean, it's only 3 power than normal. And with it having haste, it's actually dealing more damage by turn 2 than if you just, like, reanimated a normal Dracuzeth, right? God, they're playing goblins. The ability works super well with haste, right? Nah, just one game, Dizave. Just one game and the opponent didn't disrupt us at all. So you can't say the deck is bananas just from that, right? We had a couple opponents like not really doing much to us. But Birgi looked kind of good there. Just like generated some mana so that we got to crack the gate a turn sooner. Also, like if the opponent had killed our gate, if they'd had like an Abrade for it or something, or a counterspell or whatever, then the Birgi mana would have been good because then we could have like played the other side of the other Birgi that we drew. Just played the 0 drops for Lotus Petals, get it down, maybe draw through the deck. Broke the format. Broke it! We did it! We nailed it! The new tier 1! And now we have an opener that doesn't have a Prospector or a Llanowar Elves. I think we keep it. Might be wrong. I'm thinking about playing that Chamber Sentry on 1. We have a couple of reasons to hold on to it, right? Between Birgi and Fauna Shaman. It might be better to chill on it. Alright, I talked myself into holding it. I was thinking the reason to play it out is that you can sack it to Phyrexian Tower. Format obliterated, yeah. Oh shit, okay. Just a bunch of 1-mana 1/1s, sure. Oh shit, what up? What's up, Sir Conrad? Thinking what it would take to cast Godpharaoh's Gift next turn. So we can sack to Phyrexian Tower, and that brings us to 5, and then Sentry is 6. Not quite enough. Do we just, like, run out the Harnfell, see if that does anything? We could tutor for Prospector, which would set us up for the gift next turn. The gift doesn't really do a ton by itself. Yes, done. That's +1 mana. It's been counted. It's been counted, friend. What does Hornfell do for us? Let's find out. So I think if I like really wanted to have my best chance possible, I'd be setting up for a Godpharaoh's Gift next turn and then like trying to find a way to get the dragon down so I can like clear all their protection for the Spirit Dancer. But I kind of want to see if this Horn of Bounty can do anything for me. No Grand Loco. The next day I do a limited stream. Potentially tomorrow. Next day I do a limited stream. I'll be mucking with that. What's up, Gate? Kind of awkward that we have the Bronton on here, actually, but might work out. Maybe we should have tapped the tower. And we're looking for 0 drops. We're looking for 0 drops off the horn. Well, Prospector's good. How are we doing? 4 creatures. Do I want to bolt something? Maybe just their face. Or do I want to hold on to this Bone Crusher Giant? I think holding it was probably better. So the issue with this Jakuzeth is that we, like, successfully remove all these protections, but then there's still a fucking Spirit Dancer mowing my face down. Also, the Saviors, like, kind of get to protect each other a little bit. They get to keep one of their 3/1/1s here. Yeah, the Horn doesn't tap to activate. You can just discard a card and keep going. Having the cost of discarding card, it actually does work kind of well with God Pharaoh's Gift. Yeah, protection is super confusing. You're not wrong, Ryu. Get Brontodon back and sack it. Yeah, I don't think that works though. Like, we're just answering one of these enchantments. That was one of the reasons it was kind of awkward to have the Brontodon in our hand. We want to be able to play Brontodon, kill an enchantment, bring it back, kill another enchantment. Break their life gain? Maybe. They have a lot of evasive artifacts and enchantments. So if I blow up one enchantment... you would lose 3. I don't know if that does anything. Yeah, so I like having this Brontodon, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be something more high impact as a tutor bull. Maybe this one's correct. Maybe this is the correct like body and stuff for the price. Yeah. Siege Gang would be pretty hot right about now. Is Meteor Golem any good here? Like, is it one of? Maybe. Yeah, that's interesting. Nice, they didn't have an invasive enchantment, so we can do the block sack thing. We could bin this and go looking for cards, so we could just like have 2 gifts triggering. This is probably better. Get back like Fauna Shaman, maybe Prospecting. One issue with serving with all is that the Selfless Savior gets to protect the Luris. Let's see, they're at 16. What if we do 4 damage at their face, 3 damage at a 3/5 Spirit Dancer, and 3 damage at the Luris? I don't know. We could also, like, just attack with the dragon. That'd be less all-in. Or we could, like, hit all 3 of these creatures. Well, it's either attack all or just dragon. I think I like this. Maybe it's wrong. What's up, Bishop? You like this? Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I have no idea. Might be wrong. We might be just like taking lethal on the crackback. Right? Yeah, they go down to 4. It certainly looks like we're taking lethal on the crackback. Do we still like it? Do we still like this line now that we're looking super dead on board? Because the Luris can rebuy, yeah, Staggering Insight on the Spirit Dancer, and then they just put the eyes on it, and that's like lethal in and of itself. Well, they drew a flyer, the Flying Aura. I think the Flying Aura would have killed us anyway. Good news, everyone. We were dead regardless. You never said you were good at the game? Yeah. It was tricky. We had a tricky board state, and we solved it, right? We didn't solve it in like a satisfying way or like a way that we got to win, but we did solve the board state. Also, it was kind of fun to get to pop off a little bit. It was certainly fun. The flip side of Birgi actually did something that game. For sure. No regrets, yes. Oh man, do you keep this? Kinda seems like a pile of shit, huh? Maybe I'm supposed to be mulliganing for Gate. I guess the idea behind this is that you're going turn 1 Llanowar Elves, turn 2 Prospector Fauna Shaman, and then you try and like play a Birgi on turn 3 or something. I don't know what you're doing then though. Maybe you're trying to play like the Birgi flip side. Seems legit. Yeah, we'll try it. I don't think this hand's good. I think you should take the free mulligan to try and find Gate in your opener, as opposed to just like keep a handful of mana dorks, but on the other hand, we're just like messing around in best of 1 with some brew ideas. Oh, we were gonna try out a Jund version of this deck too. I might look at that in a sec. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, what up?
Yes, yes. 2 permanents, you say? What a quinky dink. I appear to only have 2 permanents. So is their whole deck just like Tybalt's Trickery and Stonecoil Serpent, and they're just like praying? Well, it worked. Their prayers were answered.